Hello, this is Deanna again with another video on becoming that wife, and today I want to share some skills that are needed if you are interested in becoming that wife. So the first skill I will honestly say that you will have to develop, learning how to speak to his spirit. This was actually one of the first to fifth things that I had to learn as a new wife, because it is, whoo, child, I don't even know where to start with that. We are in a time where men are being torn down by our words, they're being torn down by the world and stuff like that, and you know, they're running to man because us women is becoming too strong. We are becoming too of an alpha, and we are actually walking in pride that we are able to tear down our men, which is not good at all. That is terrible that we can do that. Our tongue is worse than an untamed beast. So when Holy Spirit told me one time to speak to my husband's spirit, I really did not know what the heck I was supposed to say, because I was a little upset, and what I see in the physical eye, I'm just like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. But I had to overcome my ignorance and really did what the Holy Spirit told me to do. And I just remember I just started speaking kind words to him, and it made a difference. Oh, it lifted up something off of him that was making him heavy. Ever since then, I really strive to speak to his spirit. By all means, I'm not perfect at all whatsoever, but compared to how I used to be, I came a long way. And speaking to your husband's spirit, awakening your husband's spirit, reviving your husband's spirit, it just develops another level of trust, another level of love. It develops another level of understanding. And your husband, trust me when I say, your husband is not getting it from anywhere else. So when he get it from the woman who he married, it just does something amazing. And then especially when you talk to his spirit, the way that God sees him, oh man, it does something to a man. So yeah, speak to his spirit, learn that skill very fast. Which leads me to my next skill that you should develop as becoming a wife, is see him the way God sees him. As a wife, we are helpmates. We supposed to like see his blind spots, and you know, God gave us these spiritual senses that's able to do something wonderful to our husband. And when I tell you, when we start seeing him the way God sees him, for instance, my husband and I was going through a troubling time, and my husband was home quite more than he should have. And I did not know how to handle that, because I'm used to a man being outside the house, providing for his family. I did not come at him at first very well. But instead, God told me to start seeing him the way he sees him. Fortunately, God opened my eyes to see the way God sees my husband. And so I was able to say, hey babe, you're a king. You're amazing. You're a leader. You're the best provider ever. You are a millionaire. I don't even know what else. You are kind. You are so special. You are amazing. God really loves you. Like, I was just going in and just really sharing whatever the heck God had me share at the moment. So yeah, see him the way God sees him. The next skill that I suggest that you develop to become that wife is to get out the way. Mind your business. Us women, we really think that we know it all, right? We pretty much give our husband all these suggestions, telling him what to do, pretty much playing mama bear, when that's... Come here, baby. My daughter just woke up. So I kind of forgot what I was saying, but I just know as women, we need to learn how to get out the way. We need to learn how to let God do what he does with the man. And as women, we do not know it all. I'm actually learning that now, but I do know last year around this time, God told me to get out the way. And ever since then, I really just try my best to mind my business. If I see a little, you know, if I should enter somewhere, I speak to his spirit and stuff like that. I'm still human. I still figuring it out. So I'm not going to make it seem like I'm perfect and I'm all like an angel over here. But I am seeing the difference when I react differently. So when you start getting out the way as a woman, you're allowing him to step up as a man. And you're not pretty much playing mother bear. We're playing wife. We're playing partner. We're playing friend or whatever. So, you know, when he comes in and asks a certain question, you're able to answer, or give your best advice, but you're not kind of like telling him what to do. The next thing I highly suggest that you develop as a skill is giving all your concerns to God. So like I said, if you feel some type of way and God is telling you to get out the way, you need to go to God with every single concern that you have, every problem, every cry, every tear that you have. It's time to go to God. You have to start developing that skill deeply, because marriage is a little tough. It's going to be times that your husband is going to get on your nerves. It's going to be times that your marriage may be a little rocky. And even outside of all the troubling, when things are even going so well, you need to keep your marriage covered in prayer. As children starts growing up, they're going to be dealing with different things in society and stuff like that, things going on in the world. You know, just always you have to start learning how to develop, but learning the skill on how to give your concerns to the Lord. I remember some time ago when I first started going to church, my first lady brought a basketball to church, and it was a prop pretty much representing that the basketball is your problem. And ever since then, when I go to God with my concern, I'm like, here, Lord, take the ball. Take the ball. And that is my way of giving my ball of problems to God. Like, I cannot carry this. I don't want it. Here you go. I don't want to pick the ball up anymore. Practice to keep it off of me. I practice not picking up the ball anymore. The next skill that you should develop as a wife is to view things spiritually. That's basically wrapping everything up of what I just said, because everything that's on the surface is really a result of what's going on in the spiritual realm. And I highly suggest that you start. So if you was to go through an argument, or if things were going so well, or if you and your husband is going through a cycle, you need to start looking at things in a spiritual aspect and say, okay, what is it that I am bumping into? Some of us are bumping into poverty. Some of us is bumping into anxiety, depression. I don't know what other things that's out there in the world, but I just know it's a lot that's going on in the world. And people go through certain cycles, people go through certain emotions and stuff like that. And it's time to start really viewing things spiritually and seeing what you are fighting against, so you know how to pray more effectively. And that is pretty much it. That's what wraps up my video. Those are my top 5 skills that you need to develop as a wife. I know that these are the things that really helps me as a wife. It has nothing to do with cleaning, cooking. Yeah, I hope that you like this video. So make sure that you subscribe, all the YouTube stuff, like, comment, all that good stuff. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram, becoming.thatwife, and I share a lot of information over there. So I'm excited, and if you have any questions, make sure you comment down below. I'm so excited. I'm intrigued. I'm interested in what you have to say or what you are concerned about. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.